Hey everyone, I just wanted to share some information about wearing masks because here, at least in New Jersey, in the United States, it's something we still have to do. And as we go through these days and people are getting more and more frustrated and not wanting to wear their masks anymore, I'm still seeing plenty of emails, personal stories, tweets of people testing positive. And and even though there's so much pressure for businesses to reopen the way that they were, and I, I just think it's important, especially if we're in the yoga community, we need to understand patience. We need to understand Ahimsa and not harming ourselves, not harming others. We need to not be greedy. Aparigraha. Which is more about letting go, but at the same time, don't be greedy. Don't think, oh, I really want to be in that business, so therefore it should be open and I shouldn't have to wear my mask. So I just want to go over a couple of mask things. First of all, these blue ones that you get probably for free, last resort only. If you've run into a store, you forgot your mask, these things are like nothing. They don't fit anyone properly. They're just garbage. If you have one of these, wear it underneath another mask. They're constantly causing big gaps here. They're terrible. And right now, so many stores are selling masks with better fits anyway. And a lot of times they're just from local people in the community, which I think is really cool. I have one from Redbubble. It didn't fit very well, so I wore it once, learned my lesson, never wore it again. So I have a couple homemade masks here, one made by a friend, one made by me, and then I have another one made by me right here. And the reason that I have these in this plastic vinyl bag with a zipper is because when you take them off, you don't want to intermingle your clean masks with the masks you've been wearing. And I think that's another important lesson. I saw that, from someone in the healthcare industry, and I think that's something great to learn. So I keep all my clean ones, I'm going to keep in this zipper bag. This was, again, something that I don't know, maybe like a curtain came in or something. I don't know, but I have these zipper bags laying around. Now, the homemade masks, again, check online. People are making these. Sometimes they're only charging for the fabric. Go to Etsy. I learned some lessons. I downloaded, paid for an Etsy pattern. And so this first one that I made did have, some learning processes with it. I was lucky that I had this, this particular elastic is called lingerie elastic. It's a lot softer. And that's something that I learned from years of cosplay. And instead of just a regular wire going through the nose, I used 2 inches of pipe cleaner. Again, pipe cleaners, if you can find them, they're cheap, they're versatile. They're called chenille sticks now because nobody calls them pipe cleaners anymore. But anyway, it was easy to work with. So that pattern that I got from Etsy included having a layer separation so that if you wanted to put a filter in, you could put a filter in. Otherwise, this is right here alone is 3 layers of fabric, and this is cotton and muslin. So muslin is still cotton, but just to give you a difference in terminology, muslin is super cheap and you can get it pretty easily. I got these wonderful ear elastics off of Amazon. They come with this adjustable little stopper, and that makes this mask that I made, the second one that I made, a lot better than the first one. So now it goes on, no gaps at all. Still have the pipe cleaner across the nose bridge. This stayed on for an entire yoga class. And I talked the whole time. I was teaching a yoga class. So as I'm done with it, I'm not going to stick it back in this bag. I just put this back in my purse so it can be washed again. So I also want to just read through things that are from the CDC. It says, do choose masks that have 2 or more layers of washable, breathable fabric. So that's why you want to go with something like cotton and not something like vinyl. Vinyl you wouldn't be able to breathe in. That would be like suffocating yourself in a plastic bag. Cover your nose and mouth completely. I see videos of people in stores, a guy at the gym who just kept pressing and pressing and pressing. His mask kept sliding down and down and down. Next thing you know, it's under his chin. All he cared about was doing his reps. No. This is why you need ones that fit and stay on. Get those ear stoppers. You can even just buy, I believe you can just buy the stoppers themselves. You don't need the masks that have those ventilation holes, because that's actually worse. that's exposing people to your exhale. So you don't want those either. You want it to fit snugly, no gaps. Have the nose wire, which helps a lot. Those of you with glasses, what my mom does, she puts pieces of tape over it, keeps her glasses from fogging up. You also don't want to get those N95 masks. They aren't for the average person. So just keep that in mind. Keep checking, keep updated with your state and what's allowed, what's not allowed. Just remember that, we're in the yoga community, or if you're in the fitness community, or whatever your community is, it's not just about you. Okay? So if you have some sort of legit issue about wearing the mask, do your very best to reach out to your community. Maybe someone else can run errands for you, maybe someone locally on Facebook or at your church or whatever. There are options. We just have to do this together. Otherwise, we're just going to keep getting positive tests. It's still happening. So thank you for listening. I'm okay with being preachy in this instance. Another thing real quick is a friend of mine is deaf and mostly blind. She said that she was very upset when she told someone she was deaf. They pulled their mask down so that she could read their lips. It was the exact opposite of what she wanted to have happen. She got very, very upset. Don't remove your mask just because someone says that they're deaf. Maybe there's another way you can communicate. Have a pen, paper, use your phone. I mean, while all of the phones have, little note apps, just open your note app or a text to nobody and just type in the text to, kind of show the other person, kind of keep a good length distance there between people. There are ways that we can get through this. So thank you so much. My website is Seeking Dharma Yoga.